Welcome to April's accountability account. So today I am going to talk about a book I've been reading. A lot of people during the quarantine have decided to read more books, but during quarantine for me, I was still working. I'm a nurse, so I didn't have all that time to read. There was one pay period I actually worked 110 hours, maybe a little bit more, but now I am back to working 80, sometimes 88 hours. Like this pay period will be 88, so it's like a break for me. So before I talk about this book that I'm going to read, let me tell you a little bit about a guilty pleasure I have had for a while. I used to always read Harlequin romance novels. I remember going to the grocery store, and they don't do this a lot anymore, but they would usually have Harlequin romance novels at the checkout by the cashier at the grocery store. I'd like grab one and read them. Usually they're written really horribly. Most of the time, well actually all of the time, the heroines are Caucasian, and she's usually a virgin. And in the case she's not a virgin, she lost her flower to her first love, got pregnant, and then he goes away never knowing he impregnated her, the heroine. And then he returns to find out he has fathered a child, and the mother of his 10-year-old son has never had sex again from he was the first and only. As if besides being Caucasian, there's nothing wrong with that women of color can't have fairy tales, or if you are a woman who has had sexual experiences before, you're also not entitled to a fairy tale. So, the book that I'm reading now was recommended by a Facebook friend of mine who talked about Black authors one should read, especially in light of everything that's going on. And I decided I needed to diversify my author lineup. But and I had all intentions of reading an autobiography, something that would make me more woke. But then I said an author who wrote romance and sci-fi romance, which I'm going to get. She has this book. I'm not reading it, but I saw it's about a woman who falls in love with an AI. So I got to get that next. But the author's name is Alyssa Cole, and all the heroines are African American women, and unlike Harlequin, which a lot of them are written really badly, despite there being diversity in the books, they're written really well, and I don't have to be embarrassed about reading them, okay? Not at all. They're really, really good. And, hey, I'm learning some stuff in these books too. Right now I'm reading her Loyal League series that takes place during the Civil War. I have to highly recommend it. So not only do you get this one right here, and it's called An Extraordinary Union. They risk their hearts and their lives for freedom, for justice, and for love. Let me read the back. Okay. As the Civil War rages between the states, a courageous pair of spies plunge fearlessly into a maelstrom of ignorance, deceit, and danger, combining their unique skills to alter the course of history and break the chains of the past. So not only is this not your average bodice stripper, because there is some bodice stripping going on in this one, but there's history, intrigue, there's actually a plot to this. Again, the character is a woman of color. She's independent. She also is not a virgin. Okay, spoiler alert. Yeah, she's history, but she gets her fairy tale too. So hear me read more of what this is about. Elle Burns is a former slave with a passion for justice in an eidetic of memory. Trading in her life for freedom in Massachusetts, she returns to the indignity of slavery in the South to spy for the Union Army. So independent, strong heroine. Most romance novels don't have things like that going on. Right? Then, Malcolm McCall is a detective for Pinkerton's Secret Service. Subterfuge is his calling, but he's facing his deadliest mission yet, risking his life to infiltrate a rebel enclave in Virginia. Two undercover agents who share a common cause and an undeniable attraction, Malcolm and Elle, join forces when they discover a plot that could turn the tide of the war in the Confederacy's favor. Caught in a tightening web of wartime intrigue and fighting a fiery and forbidden love, Malcolm and Elle must make the boldest move to preserve the Union at any cost, even if it means losing each other. So you have to read this book if you love romance novels. And romance novels other than the norm. Even if you're not looking to diversify your author selection, even if you could care less, is the author black, white, Asian, Latino, whatever, she's just a good romance writer, period. And I cannot wait to read the rest of her books. I'm already a fan after reading this. I think it won Best Romance Novel for 2018 or 2019. I can't really remember the year. But anyways, this book right here, so good. Netflix, make this into a movie. I would watch it. Make every one of her books into a movie. So I'm going to finish up her Royal League series. And then she has another series called Reluctant Royals. You like things with the royal family. I hear that's a really good series to read. And she has other books and novellas too that I'm going to get. So yes, definitely pick this up. I recommend it. Thank me later for picking it up. So like I said, I saw these books recommended, and you know what? I just want to read something that I can read at the beach, lake, something that will just, send me to another place. I need a fantasy. I need a vacation. I didn't want to read something really heavy. That'll be for another time. I wanted to read something light and fun, and this is a really fun read. So definitely recommend Alyssa Cole. Pick it up and let me know what you